what an unbelievably magical being Derrell Stokes. Just, did you see his t-shirt change? For those listening, obviously you didn't. Hopefully it was as good an audio podcast as it was a visual podcast, but it's going to take a while for me to edit it and pop up all those photographs, but I'm going to do that anyway. But you can see all these photographs on his YouTube page, not YouTube, what is it, Facebook. And he was just telling me that he's going to start doing some YouTubes. Well, we discussed that, but I might need to give him some tips on technical stuff because he's not very tech savvy, so that he can share a screen and he can get up on his YouTube channel and put up the photograph and then talk about talk about them, because it's nice seeing them and looking at them and going, wow. But it's really fascinating hearing how he felt, what he was experiencing, at the time, especially the one about the poodle and his girlfriend and the poodle. When he was telling me about that, I couldn't see it. I was scrolling through his photos, and then I found it and I'm like, oh my God, it is totally there. There's no denying it. Sometimes when there's smoke, she's doing some smudging, and right on top of her head is this poodle. And sometimes when people say, see, can you see things? I look at stuff and I go, no, I can't see anything, but this is so obvious. Anyway, I'll put it up it's so obvious there's a poodle there. It's just amazing how that stuff happens. It's beautiful to see the photograph and then hear Derrell's experience, especially the one about his little nephew and the orb, his father. Oh, it's just so beautiful to hear about the photographs. Yeah. So anyway, he's going to get that together next year. He'd start yakking about them on his YouTube channel, and I'll help him with the tech. Because I said to him, can you share your screen? And he goes, no, don't know how to do that. But anyway, we'll have to give him a few lessons. Oh, magical, magic. I hope you're excited about next year. It's true that what Derrell and I were saying, we always say at the end of the year, I had a girlfriend saying she's had a really tough year. I'll be pleased when this year's over, as if the end of the year is going to stop all your trauma. It's not. It's totally not. If you're pushing against what you've been through this year, if it's been a really tough year for you and you're like, I'm so pleased that this year's over because next year you've got this hope for the new year. So many people said that at the end of 2019, like you said. I'm so pleased this year's over. It's been a horrible year. And then 2020, it said, oh my God, did we know what was in store for us? But if you're pushing against what you've experienced instead of blessing it, you're in for more pain. I'm sorry. It's like the lesson is the blessing. Like you experience the contrast, it gives birth to desire. Do you manifest that desire? So the desire can be, I want more openness. I want more peace in my life. I want more transparency. I want more love in my life. And so these lessons come to us in the form of arguments and fights and problems and losing this and what have you, so that we can develop that openness and that peace and find ways to find peace even inside trauma. Happiness is an inside job. Peace is an inside job. Love is an inside job. What is happening outside of us in this world is not the reason we feel. The reason we feel is because we believe our thoughts. We have a belief system that we say is true. This terrible thing is happening to me. So if you can see a terrible thing as a blessing, it ceases to feel bad and starts to feel good. So we have that power to create our reality by what we believe. I was listening to Neil Donald Walsh. Someone had uploaded one of his books as an audio book on YouTube this morning before Derrell came on. And he was talking about the only way to change this world is to change the beliefs. It's not what you're doing, it's what you're believing that inspires you to do. And he was talking about it in a very global way, saying, if you convince people to kill another because God wants you to, because you give them a belief that it's, to be a terrorist because you're going to go to heaven if you kill people that don't believe in what you believe in. It is your beliefs that inspire your actions. And so the way to change this world is to change the beliefs. And, one of the biggest beliefs is we're separate and not equal. And so one of the biggest beliefs in this world that has been changed is this oneness principle, this equality principle. We are one and we are equal. The king and the pauper, the slug and the snail, we are equal with all of it. We are equal with the animals, with earth. We don't have dominion over the earth. We are equal and one with all of it. And that belief will completely transform this world. And just like Derrell and I were talking about, those orbs and that amazing phenomena that he's capturing with his lens is bringing that message with all of it. People that die, you've hated them during your life and then they die, there is no fight in heaven, and you're equal and one with them. And they come, like your dead relatives, they come to bring a message of love and peace and equality. The ETs come to bring a message of love and peace and equality. The animal spirits come to bring a message of love and peace and equality. It is the message. We are one, we are equal, and we all come from love. If only we could live it more in our lives. So the lessons in life are here to remind us of that. And if we are hating on those lessons and saying, I don't ever want that happen again, it's going to be happening some more. So let's be excited about the coming year. Whatever year it may be, you might be listening to this in a couple of years. 2021 is the one that's coming up at the moment. And let's be excited for the challenges that we're going to be faced with, because we're going to be faced on a global scale, maybe not personally. I mean, the world, on this year has been through mass global challenge. My daughter's been through huge global challenge, personal challenges. But through all of it, I don't feel like I've been through any challenges this year. For me, this year has been one of the most amazing years of my life, really. I haven't done a lot, like I haven't gone out and done a lot like I normally do because of COVID and things stopped happening. But it's been an amazing year for me. And yet I've seen some of the world experience challenges and in my family experience challenges. And yeah, those challenges are our lessons. They're here to teach us that we have power over how we think and feel and how we experience our lives, and how we can heal our physical body, and how we can manifest a life of ease and grace and joy and abundance, and how we can help others and help transform their belief systems as well, from fear to love. So yeah, lots more to come. Love you all, and remember to buy the book Awakened by Death. It's a great read. And Inner Sanctum, we've just had Danielle in the Inner Sanctum with Mother Mary. I'm going to upload pretty much the whole thing, not all of it, because we were online for about 3 hours, so about almost 2 hours of it, speaking with Danielle and her journey, her awakening through going through food addiction and all that came with the idea of addiction and stressful thoughts. That's amazing. And then she channels Mother for almost an hour, and we talk a lot about next year and the challenges we face, and it's just amazing. So I'm going to upload it as a gift to you, because obviously I charge for my online sessions and usually only upload the highlights just to honor my guests that come in. I rarely upload what I say in the Inner Sanctum. I could do more of that. Spirit says get more out there with your teachings, just you. And I teach every week online, but I don't upload it to my YouTube. I could do that more. Anyway, so yeah, more guests to come next year. I think Michael Tamura is going to come back next year. I've got to set the guests for next year, but I'm online every week talking about all this stuff. So if you want to join, please do. Love you all. Big love. Thanks for tuning in and watching and listening. Bye for now.